So by 3 o'clock, I always crash. I need some sort of snack.
You're not alone. I think everyone loves to snack. And in that later part of the afternoon, we tend to crave and grab. The problem is if you eat the wrong snack, it backfires. You're gonna get an energy crash, and then you're gonna want another snack, and it sort of like takes on a life of its own.
So stay away from the chips.
Well, every once in a while, you can totally go for it, but a handful will cost you about 150 calories, and think about what it is. It's greasy, fried spuds that are usually sprinkled with a whole lot of salt. So there's not much in the way of fuel or nutrition.
Right.
Instead, presenting, these are kale chips. They're so easy. You lay them out on a baking sheet. You're gonna mist them with a little bit of olive oil.
You do have to make sure they're not wet, because I've had that experience as a novice chef. You have to get the water out because they won't be as crispy as you want.
So in other words, you're gonna wash your kale first and pat it dry.
Yes.
Then lay it out on a baking sheet, single file, mist the top. Put on whatever seasonings you want. You could put salt, pepper, cumin, anything goes, even curry sometimes I put on there. And you just pop them in the oven, and guys, you get the most addictive, crunchy, crispy kale chips. You know what else is really cool about kale? It's loaded with beta-carotene. And beta-carotene is sort of like nature's exfoliant. It sloughs off the old skin cells, and it regenerates new healthy skin cells, so you have a beautiful complexion while you crisp kale chips.
Well, you crisp. Now, also, chocolate. Chocolate is one of those things that at 3 p.m. people want to eat.
I love chocolate. So you have to do a little strategizing when it comes to chocolate. If you're going to go for this and hit the vending machine, again, you're gonna get a little bit of a sugar high and then a subsequent crash a couple of hours later, and you're gonna feel lousy. It's gonna zap your energy. Instead, I love to take dark chocolate chips, and you can just put them in antioxidant-rich raspberries. Yeah. And you pop them like this, and you could have like a whole lot of them and feel really good about satisfying a chocolate sweet tooth. Really delicious. And you're doing your body good. Good for you. Tastes like candy. So whether you're craving salty or chocolatey sweet, 2 great options. Well, one of the keys to smart snacking is planning ahead. But we all know that every once in a while, you don't plan ahead and you have this urge and you gotta grab whatever is in near sight. So here are some last minute things that you could make in a pinch. You know, a lot of people spend money on trail mix and you don't always know what you're getting. There's extra sugar and stuff in there.
Right.
This is fully in your control. I just added whole grain cereal, some nuts, some seeds, some light popcorn. You gotta add dark chocolate. Yeah, a sprinkling of dark chocolate, because everything tastes better with some dark chocolate.
Yes, and dark chocolate's good for you, I've heard you say before.
And a little bit goes a long way in a trail mix. So I love making your own trail mix. And if you have kids too, this is a super fun thing to make with them. A lot of people think that snacking is a bad thing, but actually if you do it right, it's a good thing.
It is?
Yes, because it helps to manage your appetite so you don't get too ravenous going into lunch or dinner.
Yes.
And also I think it gives you a break. It gives you something to look forward to. You sort of, you know, put a pause on your day, and hopefully you're eating something delicious, but not too sugary, not too fatty, not too salty.
So you have to do it right.
Definitely. And the good news is there's so many yummy, delicious things that are super simple to put together that you could enjoy.
So what do we have here?
This is what I call my Parmesan popcorn. You take any light popcorn, mist it with a little bit of olive oil spray, and then toss on some Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It is delicious.
So, but this can be microwavable?
Yeah, it could be microwave popcorn, or you could buy any of the light bags of popcorn. It's very, very easy. One of the simplest tricks you could do to make light popcorn is you take a 1/4 cup of kernels, you put it in a brown lunch bag, you roll the top a few times, pop it in the microwave, and let it pop.
You just made your own microwavable popcorn.
It's that simple. And
Joy,
also,
you can do anything.
Sometimes I get a little fancy, and I'll put in some chopped fresh rosemary, or you could put in thyme leaves.
Delicious.
These are jicama fries. So instead of making, you know, fried French fries with white spuds, you can use jicama and you can bake them in the oven. And by the way, you could do the same thing with sweet potatoes or with white potatoes as well. You just cut them really thin. Look at the mizar.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna toss them with a little bit of olive oil and then season them up. I have garlic and onion powder. And also, if you have ever tried raw jicama, which is packed with fiber, isn't it so delicious?
I like the crunch.
It's crunchy, it's sweet, it's a little bit nutty, and I like to put a little bit of lime juice on it with some cayenne. Really
You're full
good.
of all the snacks. Now this is just a good old celery.
This is celery, which by the way is brain food. This has an antioxidant called luteolin. A lot of people think celery is just sort of like a waste. It's a nothing. This is loaded with nutrition and it has a lot of water as well. This is light cream cheese. So it's a great little dip. You could dip it in peanut butter. Here's to snacking.
The right snacking.